Welcome back to another vlog. It has been a minute since we've been out here. Had some life things going on, but also want to finish out my drifting season, which is why there's a lot of drifting uploads. But everything's good now. I think we should be back to normal, back to a posting schedule. So for the plan now, since drifting is over, we gotta get the water weather out of that. I left it in for the last drift event, just got lazy. But we need to get it out because it's in the 30s now here in Tennessee, and I don't want the freeze plugs to bust. So gonna drain that, get the brown wagon pulled back in, and then we will be putting this motor in the brown wagon, trying to get it running and hopefully sold. I think I've moved past trying to make it look good and everything, but I don't know, that could change in a week if y'all know me. But for now, I'll just like to get it running and then kind of go from there. So let's jump into it. Let's get this water wetter out of the Miata and then get the brown wagon pulled back in. So we got the Miata finally pulled out, got the Civic Wagon back in here. We got the motor pulled over here. I came across something that is probably gonna screw us in the end, and we gotta figure out how to fix it. I was thinking about just throwing this motor in the car and just try and get it running, but let's look at this issue. So, as you can tell, the rear transmission mounts have been screwed up. Every single one of them is screwed up. I don't know what the hell they did, but man, so to fix that, we'll need to get that welded back up and re-drill those holes more than likely, unless there's another idea. Maybe leave in the comments if you know of some other fix. But for now, I think we should maybe test the compression of the motor, make sure it's all good before we split everything, and then split it, put it on the engine stand, kind of go from there. So let's check the compression. Got some oil in that one. That one's good. All these spark plugs don't look too bad, so maybe that's a good sign. So I got Cindy's car pulled in, got the jumper cables out, got the compression tester in cylinder 4. So we're going to hook up from Sydney's car to the starter, run it for like 5 or 10 seconds, let it build compression, and check compression across the board. So let's do it. So the first one that we tested, it's about 140. So about 120 on that one. Looks like that one's about 130. Looks like it's about the same. Just about to be 130. There you go. We go from 140 all the way to a little under 130. So I think that's pretty good. From what Google says, you want like a 10% variation between the cylinders. Anything over 100 should be pretty healthy on a cold motor. So hopefully we're good. It turned it over really well, so I think we should be good to put it back in the wagon. Little side note, I absolutely hate the positive terminals on these new Civics. You can see this thing. Let's see. It's so hard to try to grab this with some big clunky jumper cables like what I got. So it's always a struggle when jumping off of Sydney's car. But regardless, my first time ever doing compression tests on a motor outside of a car, so it's pretty cool, awesome. Now let's split it, get this transmission off here, get this thing on the engine stand, and then see what we're working with. So before we split it, I don't remember draining this transmission, so we're going to drain it and make sure it is empty. Just makes it easier when it's all together. It looks like I might have drained it. So it's good. Better safe than sorry. Probably go ahead and take the axles out too, maybe. Alright, drop back down. Get this transmission off. It's already trying to split. There we go. Split. I did notice something else on this transmission. Looks pretty weird. So I noticed this. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's like not setting flush with the case. And I have another cable transmission over here that we can kind of compare it to. Kind of got it pulled out already. Let's see if I can get into the light. Yeah. You can kind of see how that one is actually sitting lower. So something is not right. I also don't know what that is. So new to me. I'm assuming it's a fill hole or something. But I asked our boy Andy, Pop Pop's Garage. A lot of y'all should already know him. He's like my go-to guy for Honda stuff. See what he says. See what he thinks. I don't want to touch it for now. I don't want to mess it up. It probably is already messed up, but regardless, whatever. So we'll push that to the side, go over that later. Let's get this clutch, flywheel, and all that off, and get this thing on the stand. Jesus. Man, this engine was disgusting. I forgot how nasty it was. Oh boy. We're finally on the stand, and that means the transmission's off, which means we can do two things now. We can finally start going over the motor. I think the plan is, since the compression test came good, is to just reseal this thing and send it. And for the transmission, gotta figure out how we're gonna fix these holes that are all screwed up. And then also, we gotta look into this fill hole thing. where it's like all sitting all weird and whatnot. So got a lot to do. Again, sorry for the, you know, disappearance and not posting real vlogs in a very long time, but I think life's all situated now. Gonna start getting back onto this. As you know, we've got tons of projects. Gonna start trying to get some parts ordered, get them on the shelves, and just kind of start rolling through these projects, hopefully. And hopefully having all of those parts on the shelves waiting to be put on projects, we can start rolling this channel and start actually being like a true YouTuber. So with all that being said, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also leave a comment down below and stuff that you like about the video, stuff you think I did wrong, whatever. I'll see you in the next one.